Hello everyone and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. So while things are loading, I'd go over a few things. So Act 2, I don't know, I find like the majority of it a bit dull and boring. Like, okay, yonder. The mausoleum and the Temple Shar is fun. The Aerotech Colony, the problem with that is it's not a proper Aerotech Colony. It's not Baldur's Gate 2's Aerotech Colony. It's not that good. Like, it doesn't feel like proper mind play of fights and everything. So it's sort of meh. The whole exploring the tower and everything's a bit meh. The tow house, find the gold boss, isn't bad. Like, okay. These here aren't bad, I'd say. The Mason's Guild felt like nothing was going on, though. Well. But yeah, the House of Healing, the Inn, the tow house, those were not bad. Over here, this was meh. Or good old Trend Hill, meh. Oliver, meh. Last Light Inn, it's still a bit meh. But yeah, Act 1, I like most of Act 1. But Act 3...
Time to press ahead. The shadow curse will soon be forgotten, thanks to us.
So yeah, now everyone's
Looks like an army marched through here.
Now we can just go to Baldur's Gate. Yeah, our army's just gone. Are we sure we want to move? Well, let's check the journal. Recruit your allies for fights against the thing. We have Housen. Vovo? Vovo? I thought Housen was supposed to be in my party thing. We need to go to that. Because we need to go save a parents. We need to go find him. We need to go do stuff. Yeah, I need to go to Baldur's Gate. Basically Baldur's Gate. Everything Baldur's Gate. The Tieflings are actually safe now. What? But we rescued. So Roland is nowhere to be found. Roland thanked us for saving his friends. Did he just appear again? And Arrowpower is going to go learn the way to the weave. Oh yeah. Cause Withers told her to. Withers is basically mining. Basically made her completely forget her grief and shown her what her future is. Yeah. Withers is a bit scary. Anyway, to Baldur's Gate, I guess. But yeah, Act 3. Act 3 bothers me. Cause it's a lot like Act 4 in Divinity. It's a problem of having big cities in RPGs like this. Especially this late in the game. It's just way too much that doesn't need to be that large.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over.
Huzzah. Now last time we sort of just left it.
Your courage has been tested, and in this once at least, you have triumphed.
Pappy face. That's weird because it's both you need to do House and Daniel's quest. But also at the same time then Free the Night Song also just foof and the curse is gone. Gets rid of the shadows and all that. So isn't technically both Shadow Hearts and Housens? That fits the realm. I don't know if you think about it. Okay, so the problem with... To be fair, Baldur's Gate 1 even had an issue, which we'll get into. Right now we have to wait for loading. Look at that rendering. Yeah. Unfortunate.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord. But there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city.
Yeah,
Let's
you
make
guys
sure
could
we
have
give them a
literally
Baldurian
stayed
welcome.
there and helped him.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Yeah, she's a bit fun, isn't she? Hi, what's up? Seeing if you feel like loading, that would be great. Oop, the rendering. Gotta paint more trees in.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
What happened if the city was rendered properly? Just saying. So. Yeah, the problem with the city, which I'm going to explain, is it's just too big. Like, it was also actually a bit of a problem back at Baldur's Gate 1, but that problem wasn't really that the city was that big, actually. It was more the direction. Like, for the main quest in Baldur's Gate 1, once you got to the city, it was just sort of, okay, you need to go here, but we're not really going to tell you that you need to go here. You had to basically figure out on your own, why is Sarok doing all this shit? Like, you need to go basically find his journal for going into the place. They're trying to expose him in front of the Grand Dukes. And yeah, it was a bit of a complicated mess, to say the least, to figure out what you were supposed to be doing. Anyway. We need to just sleep before we can go back to adventuring. But firstly, we should probably talk to people.
I want to have a word.
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Soluna cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step.
I don't know much about you.
That speaks well of your taste.
To be fair,
I've heard my
even
share of
Baldur's Gate
bad
1.
ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme.
I don't think you fought the Dead 3 before. I know you fought Balls, basically.
It was Baal alone we faced in our
yeah.
time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder?
No. Please, you're only one of those things.
Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to assume the best.
More stuff.
Ask it.
There with it?
More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do.
Sure, I remember that.
Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I.
I plan to keep my mind.
I believe you. You remind me of another I knew, marked by forces beyond their control.
About that.
The gods can grant power or strip it away, but so long as your will remains, you have the only weapon you need.
Okay. Save. Safety saves. Safety saves. My god, that's not gonna get irritating for me at all.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Hey, we should totally talk.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How am I holding up?
How are you holding up?
Yes,
Don't be so
yes,
modest.
I know. What happened to Housen?
Maybe I need more pockets.
Soldier?
Carla?
Go on.
If you're happy, I'm happy.
Couldn't have said
totally
it better
happy.
myself.
Oh.
We're
Yes.
totally happy with Carla. That was simple. And sweet.
Swoon.
And blue. How you guys doing? Campsite's
Be
a bit
gone,
large this
friend.
time.
I have a darling to adore.
That's all?
Looking forward to a bit of
We're here. We're just, here. Wherever you hiding out in hell? Apparently Webers is hiding out in hell. What's up, Webers?
Fate spins along.
Dost thou require a new ally?
Bye, Webers. Yep. Webers is the true manager of the camp. But no, you do not get to keep this one at the camp. I do not approve. Well, that was Howson, finally. Hi, Albo Cup.
You smell very delicious,
Hi,
but I
Albo.
will not bite.
I'm just gonna pet you.
More.
Bye, Albo Cup. Hi, Scratch.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I'm gonna pet you. Happy face. Haha. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go talk to Howson. Hi, Howson.
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure, but her path will be easier with our support.
I like how everyone's just we're all supportive of each other. Like, I sort of wish there was more of a thing in, other RPGs with party systems. Like Mass Effect. Can we be all supportive of each other in Mass Effect? Well, I mean, we are sort of, but like this, well, something happens to one of our party members. Everyone chimes in.
I've been unfair, but honestly, you've
Can we
surpassed.
get to know each
What
other?
would you like to know?
Apparently not.
Anytime.
Okay. Thanks for the dialogue. Okay, yeah, it is like Mass Effect's dialogue, isn't it? Just, by the way, we're gonna talk about that. No, we're not gonna talk about things. It is like Mass Effect's dialogue. Hey, Shepard. Rats. Shepard. Yep. Well. Shepard. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Go to bed. What we get now?
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full.
Fuck.
The Absolute
there.
is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
Not evil this playthrough. No. Yes.
You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
But sleep is not for you.
Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join my power.
Oh no, Kimchiaki for some reason.
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
For some reason, Kimchiaki.
The hammer's gonna fall.
Oh no, not enough movement.
Still on my feet.
Okay, now let's reach the portal. Hey look, we reached the portal. Okay, wait for things to load in conversations. It's scene to play.
That thing's not going to hold together much longer.
Wow, dude. I know, let's punch it. Oh no.
Where's our Dream Guardian? I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Well, first I need to fly. We fly. Hi. So what you doing? Punching into intellective hours apparently?
Another fight.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
You guys don't even have anything. Oh, so I need to level up.
I can't hold them back alone.
No, I need to level up. You can wait. This should be level 10, I believe, which means we'll have a trail 15 left. Hey, we can lay on hand charge and horror of courage. Boo.
I need you now.
Oh, some more spells. More smite, more revive, and more smite. I need you now. Leveling up, give me a second.
The skull. Come to the skull.
I'm busy leveling up. I cannot. I should be like, hey, you failed the game because you decided to level her up right now.
Help me!
Yes, yes, I am on
Should
my
mind
way.
my step.
We.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Come to the skull. Come on the skull. Wait, what?
No traps, please.
By the way. Throw rod. Now we're throw rod.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
Oh, shit. A mind flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you.
I forgot this
I
was
am
the
the
first
one
time
that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
Just as I had that happen earlier.
The Honor God. Eliminate them. My force is awakened by their assault.
While we were using
But with
traffic
your help,
into it to travel.
we can turn this around. Destroy the Guard. I will subdue their master.
Yeah, by the way.
Do not be driven by fear.
It's not fair.
Trust
It's freaking
me
being
now,
empowered.
and I promise you will have all the answers you seek. Now, help me. The Guard. Destroy the Guard. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now!
Fine.
Together, we can turn the tide.
Ready.
Why are you doing all the way up here? Hi.
Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
And I always suspect you of mine.
I suppose it was considerate of you not to bring it up before. And I ask that you do not judge me for it now. It's like I said before. I'm just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate.
You know,
though I was
sitting there
never
in the
one to
middle
be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals, unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed, and they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
Okay. So how did you break free the second time?
Indeed. His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. Rather than potential future allies, like you.
Doesn't explain why you need to eat brains. That was my question. It's like, did you have to? Like, explain mind flayer philosophy to me on why you need to eat brains.
Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself Queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power, he refused, and so she sealed him within this prison. His honor guard, ever loyal, followed him in. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my honor, my prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so which one of it?
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished.
How did you...
No.
Yeah, how did you...
Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prison. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
So yeah, think about this from a other perspective, right? So, okay, we want you guys to go find the artifact, right? You know, this artifact that basically could just sever your connection with the Absolute. So we're going to send the Absolute's followers to go get this artifact. This artifact that could just block the communication, be like, hey, you're no longer part of the Absolute. That seems like it's stupid, doesn't it? Does it? Why was we free?
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him. And in so doing,
could we reason with him?
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion. A pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already illithid. A sworn enemy, just like me.
Fair.
You are already more illithid than you realize. It has improved you. You seek to reverse an inevitable process. A process of evolution. When I first escaped from the Elder Brain, I too railed against the change. But the longer I have inhabited this form, the more it has grown.
Like, hey, you don't eat those tabs.
Even if my original body remained intact after I transformed, I would not return to it. Doing so would only impose limitations. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change.
Nah. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid becoming.
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence.
Please don't.
You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty.
Please don't.
If you let me, I can evolve you.
I don't want. I do not consent.
You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
Nah.
I understand. Let us hope then that your present self will be sufficient to deal with 3 gods of death and a giant magically enhanced elder brain.
It should be.
But in case you change your mind...
Ooh, you gave me a feather? Nope, that's it's a super mind flash.
Look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. It has vitality enough for you all. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
We got an astro touch tadpole. Wait, why am I
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Well, that's a thing. Well, your thought?
80 times. Maybe later.
How about I touch this thing?
The orb hums with cerebral magic.
Not a good time.
Permeable, but impenetrable. Within it,
Anything else we
Yankee
could talk to you
Prince is
about?
as silent as a corpse. But for the murmur of...
There is nothing further I can do for you.
Okay, bye.
To not be cursed.
Yeah, I'm sure I want to leave the astral plane. So yeah, just by the way, I'm a mind flayer. You should totally become mind flayers. It's great. Don't worry about the Genfu guy locked uphill. He'll be fine. By the way, the portal's just gonna remain uphill for now.
Breathe deep and move.
So anyone else want to talk about what happened?
By Baldur's bones, this is a lot to take in.
I
Let's see
know,
if I've got this right. 1, we've been carrying a mind flayer around with us this whole time. 2, it's been appearing as someone else in our dreams, cajoling us to embrace our new illithid talents. 3, the mind flayer's been siphoning a Githyanki prisoner's powers to shield us from the Absolute's voice. Did I miss anything?
No, that's matter of Duke Stellar, the nicest shit.
How could I forget? One of Baldur's Gate's most distinguished figures, a mind flayer's ally. Sensational tales, aren't they? Almost unbelievable. With a narrator so unreliable, how do we tell fact from fiction? I can't pretend I have the answer, but I know the Illithid's right about one thing. It holds our fates in its talons. Until the Absolute falls, there's no getting rid of it.
Nah.
Yes.
But yeah.
And at a great cost, partial ceremorphosis.
Well,
I'm
you're
not
about
about to make such a sacrifice. Not now. Not ever. Thank you.
It's like we could persuade, but no. Why would we do that? The Paladins. That's why even trusting a mind flayer seems against our Paladin creed.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or
Yes.
astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something? Fine. What's on your mind?
Apparently we have to talk about the tadpole.
More likely it would just put a stop to us. I wanted nothing to do with those illithid powers before. What makes you think I'd want to jump into an even deeper hole?
I don't know. It's a dialogue topic. I have
You
to bring
know
up.
what that offer truly entails, don't you? Become half a mind flayer, lose half of yourself. I don't want that.
I don't know why I have to bring it up. It's like, hey, by the way, totally want to become a mind flayer, don't you? They're like, no. Okay.
Hey, you.
She knows nothing about what just happened.
Special tadpole? Bit of a contradiction in terms, don't you think? I don't even want a regular one. You're talking about turning into what? A half squid?
A sexy half squid.
Not surprised you haven't tried it yourself yet.
Thank the gods.
Wevers, what do you think about us
I'm
showing
done.
it to Tad?
I can't wait to sleep.
Wevers, what? Okay then. Well, I was going to ask him questions, but he just decided to bugger off. Do Wever things. You know, off to do them Wever things. Housing? Okay, fine. No housing either. You know, it'd be nice if my people... Oh, they don't even know, I just noticed. The hell did everyone go? And I've been at your hero. I guess everyone's just buggered off and it's up to you three. Oh, fine. Let's go sleep then. Hey, more. You have thoughts.
Love Shadowheart's new look.
Oh, shit.
Softer, less severe. It suits her.
Oh, for F's sake. I thought we were going to drop that topic. I guess it's just one that's going to be though. Oh, so Shadowheart's new look.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look?
It no longer look like a shadow. It look like a light heart. I love that.
Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
Feel like you could smile a bit more, just saying.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Well, so yeah, there's a Shadowheart's new look. Karlach. Oh, wait. Scratch has something to say. Is it another
The
thing?
dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
I don't know. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Thanks, dog. We got sandals, apparently. Cool, cool. Karlach, your thought?
Gods, Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are.
Two?
Yeah, I had the same thought. So much has happened between then and now. Maybe we just got a little caught up in it all. But I'm not going anywhere. I've got plans for the future, you know, and they involve you.
Yay! Plans for the future that involve me. Hi guys, do you have any thoughts about mind flayers and astral prisms?
Be gone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Okay, bye. Wherever you have any thoughts about mind flayers and prisms.
Fate, dost thou require a new
fate spins. Spins. Okay then. Shit, I forget where Chihira's camp was. I think it's more over that way. Howzen, you have any thoughts about Shadowheart or Mind Flayers or something?
I was concerned when I saw Shadowheart creeping about with a blade in the dead of night, but it was just to cut her hair, it seems. It suits her.
You know, also to make it dye it white or change the color.
What would you like to know? Anytime.
I'm not sure if we're going to get that thing with him. Not sure. Oh well.
Something good here, I hope.
Let's grab some raspberries. Woo. Okay, yeah, I was going to say, where the hell is Jahira's? I think she's actually up this way more? Yes, over hill. Yes. Jahira, your thoughts? Astral prisms, mind flayers?
Shadowheart walks a little freer of the shadows. She could shave her skull and paint it purple. It would still suit her.
I want to ask you something. Apparently not. Okay, bye. Anyway. We tried, everyone, we tried. Let's leave the camp. I thought most of my buffs are permanent now, so don't really need to recast them. You know what's gonna be fun is probably months after the mod tours get released. Oh god, what are we going to end up with then for this? What sort of abominations will we end up with then? No, we're just into like how Skyrim is now. Like Skyrim's mod scene literally is, oh, here's a shitty companion mod. Here's a shitty companion mod. Here's a shitty companion mod. That's literally what 90% of the mods that go in daily are for Skyrim anymore. It's just shitty companion mods. Cause, you know, they don't need to even really make them proper companion mods, because they expect people using companion framework mods to make it so companions are actually useful in Skyrim, more so than actually making a companion that, you know, has unique dialogue, functions better, any of that stuff. Now we'll just throw together a looking card guard. Also,
we must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves and take their nether stones.
Never mind. I was like, oh god, don't tell me I have to go back. I just got here. Let's see what we got. We have guidance. Check. Freedom movement. Blade ward resistance. Protection from good and evil. Oh, we don't have Shield of Faith, and we don't have Blast going on. Do we have Blast going on? No. Well, let's get Blast going. Fire protection. Sacred weapon? What the fuck's sacred weapon? I don't. Magic weapon. And that only lasts for 10 turns. It's not permanent. Magic weapon, though. Problem is that I'd have to cast on each one. 3 turns. Eh. Oh well. Some puffs.
The city is close now.
The city is indeed
My
close.
former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return.
Probably. By the way, hey,
we should do
those
what we can to
camp
find them. What they know could help us.
You know, We moved 5 steps after getting out of camp. I still hate that. Just, by the way, more camp events. Just put my buffs. Oh, well, the campsite changed apparently. Hi everyone. Anything new?
Soldier, this is it. We're almost to the city. First through Worm's Crossing, then on to the lower city.
And then to all the cities.
It smells the exact same.
And the loading.
10 years on,
rendering.
but still home. Incredible.
By what? No.
Go on.
Jer, your thoughts?
Watching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see the city again. Much less to smell it. The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe. Information. The Chosen have a head start on us. I'd like to know what they've done with it. You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act, rather than react. A little like the old days.
Ah, yes, the old days.
With allies, every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles.
I'll hear more
Would
about the
you?
old days.
In time, then. Perhaps once you found a rocking chair for me to doze off in.
Huh.
Ask it.
Then let me guess. Nope. Oh well. It almost feels like she's supposed to be like the, you know, your typical old character that you hear war stories from. Like how Knights of the Old Republic had Candorus. And how, like, Mass Effect and Andromeda had... Well, no, Mass Effect 1 had Rets that told you his stories. Mass Effect Andromeda had Drac.
I need a moment for the two of us.
Incredible to be back. My home. My city.
So you're excited to return?
Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14, and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of lore, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home, and it's worth saving. And you? The city's yours too, after all. How's it feel to be back?
Sure.
Wonderful, isn't it? Torril's history is written within our city's walls. Expeditions to the continent of Mastika gather in the harbor. The Church of Gon displays its most priceless treasures in the High House of Wonders. Voices raised in song on Returning Day. The heady wines at the Elf Song. There's truly no place like Baldur's Gate.
So much to do, so much to do. Panicking. Hi, anything new with you guys?
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
Nope, they're just there. They have
Keeping very
literally
well, I
turned into, like, Bioware. Oh, never mind.
Look after my angel, of course. She's been through more than I can bear to think about. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and over. It fills me with a rage I can hardly contain. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed. She's in my hands now. and I intend to help her through whatever's to come. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies, for life.
Well, that's nice.
I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, this was different. Lucky for... I understand. Then, next I knew, he told... I found love by the... He's gone now.
I think I already talked...
But I suppose the man I knew...
Yeah, so we already heard that story. Should I heard your thoughts on stuff, now that we're here?
Worm's Crossing. We could be inside the city walls before long. And I could be back where this all started.
I think she got rid of her headpiece, too.
I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. If by warm you perhaps mean a flaming arrow, I doubt they'll attack in public. No, I expect they'll point me in the right direction so I can face my reckoning away from prying eyes. Not quite. Above all else, protecting our base of operations in Baldur's Gate was the reason I had to surrender my memories to begin with. Or at least, that's what I was led to believe. We should look for someone to point me in the right direction. Otherwise, we'll have little recourse but to wander the whole city searching.
Yeah, wander the whole city.
Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
Thousand.
Worm's Crossing, the gaping maw of the city. Nature has little control over what happens beyond that bridge.
Have you heard that from Zan?
I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
Let me guess.
What would you like to know?
The same.
Anytime.
Hey, you guys are still doing your thing, right? New dialogue?
You smell very delicious, but I will not bu- Ooh, more.
However, what are your thoughts?
Fate, dost thou require a new ally?
By the way, what happened to
Oh,
Elbrow?
the girl has left to hew her own path. She left you a letter. Thou couldst read it, or thou couldst not. Such is the way of autonomy. Hast thou other business?
I mean, I would like the letter. Well, let's see what this letter says. Oh, so the artifact. Why is the artifact over here? Anyway, read. Yeah, so you launched one. I don't know what the inside of a snake's belly looks like. For now, you let me stay at your camp. But now, for no, you found out what happened to Mom and Pops. I won't own now, and Bowman says it's a good thing. I just have to let the weave guide me, and as far as I can tell, it's taking me to Baldur's Gate, so I'm headed there first. Oh god, we might run into her again. Oh, to confront the Outerbrain. Control the Outerbrain. Destroy the Outerbrain. Get the thing. Get the thing! By the way, get with the thing. Family Magic is gonna help us. Find a way to free Orpheus. Remember the Astral Touch Tadpole. Find a shot and lookout. Wait. Who else do I need to talk to? I don't know. I talked to all of them, so I think we might be good. Wait, wasn't Barker supposed to be at my camp now? Isn't he supposed to be? Yeah, he said he was going. I told him to go to my camp. He said he would be after the events in the other place. It's like I do not see him in my camp. Huh. Oh well. Not that it really matters that much. Also, right, we need to sleep. Maybe after we sleep, he'll show up. You know, it's not like I just put buffs on everyone. Oh well. In the day again. There's night events. Yay, night events. And now for what I despise. Who wants to talk with me? Now is it Karlach? I'll take Karlach.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could.
Well, that's bad.
But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. Ha! She'd turn us both into sheep, then serve mutton for dinner. Let's stay here, where it's nice, for as long as we can.
Zero will kick her ass.
I'm so excited to go home. Anything that comes after that is extra.
That's all we had to talk about?
Hey, you.
No romance options?
Go on. I was hoping you'd say that.
I mean, might as well, while we're here. While we're talking. I think I just kissed her nose. I like the variety, though.
Sparks.
Anyway. Okay, anyone else want to talk before
Are we ready for the road?
I don't know. Let me just go check with everyone else again.
Always good to talk, my friend.
So literally all I came back for was Karlach to tell me, hey, I'm dying. Yeah, that's great.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Like Karlach's is, like, in my opinion, the better romance, but at the same time, it's like dating. It's like dating Thane in Mass Effect 2, and then, well, maybe not as bad as moving on to Mass Effect 3 with Thane, but...
Oakfather preserve you.
But still. It's like that. It's like, you know this isn't going to end well. Yet you're doing it anyway.
Here goes nothing.
I don't think I talked well. Oh well. Auto delete rest. Oh yeah, you're gonna get sleep or And we're just now paying out. So yeah, we literally just returned for that once. I'm sorry, game. Or you... I'm trying my best. But I hate that. I hate that so much. Because here's the problem with that. How about if I do this? Will it put me back in the state? Or is it still gonna be like, you should leave camp? Fuck you, game. Well, you can't just stay at the camp and sleep twice. You have to leave the camp and then go back. I was just it's just well. Death in the dark has camp night events again. Who?
What's on your mind?
No, seriously, who wants to talk? Who? Oh. Housen. Housen, why didn't you want to talk last time?
I never quite realized how burdened I was until I met you. The threat of the Shadow Curse, the politics of the Grove. I was forgetting who I was. But you lifted the fog. Thank you. You're too modest. I wager you don't even know how extraordinary you truly are. But I do. I have lived a very long time. I have taken many lovers.
Oh.
My heart does not stir lightly.
We're just doing this now?
But it does now. I want more than to fight at your side, or sit around the campfire with you. I want to lay with you under the stars and feel your skin against mine. I think you feel the same way. Why else would you have been so concerned about whether I had a lover before?
Well, I mean, I am.
Tell me I'm wrong, and the matter can rest. I do not wish to sour our friendship, but I have to know if it can be something more.
So, remember, here's the thing, though. We are in a relationship. I thought Housen was supposed to be open to these things.
You have bonded with Karlach, body and soul. Her scent lingers on your skin. If there is to be anything between us, it must be with her consent.
Well.
And perhaps someday, her participation.
Well. That's just you could just do that.
Some treat their relationships like a walled garden. Tidy, tamed, cut off from the world. That is their right, but it is not for me. I do as nature does,
Just an open
and let my heart run wild.
Status. That's it.
Desire flourishes wherever it finds purchase. It has its place, but it is not for me. The wolf mates for life, but the bear roams free and partners as its instinct dictates.
There you go.
I need to stay true to my nature, and you to yours. Perhaps you are like me, or perhaps not.
I mean, I'll speak with Karlach.
Take your time.
This is going to be an awkward
be waiting.
conversation. Okay then. Hey Karlach, I did have a talk with you. Housen wants to bang both of us, maybe.
Darling?
So, Housen.
Uh-huh. I was wondering if this might come up. I've seen the two of you with your heads down more than once now. So go on, what is it?
What would you think about bringing a bear into our bed?
Our bed? Look, I'm not opposed in theory, but that's really not where I'm at right now. Not in my soul, not in my body. Housen's great. If there was going to be someone more, I could see it being him. But not now. Probably not ever. I need to chew on that, I think. I care for you. I don't want to lose you, but if Housen is important to you, I don't want to stand in the way of your happiness.
Not as important as you, though.
We've only got our lives, after all. Short ones. Possibly very short with all the mad shit we get up to. Look at me. You're very important to me. Your happiness is very important to me.
This is wrong.
If Housen will make you happy, what can I say but go for it? I don't need to hear all the gory details, mind. But have a little fun while you can.
Oh god, I feel like this is gonna have issues on a relationship.
Darling?
Or not. It's like, it sounds like, oh god, this is gonna affect things.
Go on. If you're happy,
It's like
I'm
everything.
happy. I couldn't have said it better
Flags
myself.
are weird.
I was hoping you'd say.
It's like, okay, so no, she doesn't want this to happen, but yet at the same time, it's complicated. It feels weird, okay? Oh well, time for this scene, or do I have like 10 more night events to wait through?
Did you find time to speak with your partner? A potentially delicate topic, I understand.
Carla will let me, but she does want to join in.
Truly. This is most welcome news. She must be as strong in spirit as she is in body.
You just want to bag it.
Now we will have each other, but not just each other. Our hearts are free to roam, together or apart, as nature designed.
I mean, Housen's just open as shit. I'm actually fine with it.
The feeling is more than mutual. Seek your bedroll when you are ready, but do not expect much sleep.
Can't remember what I got. Also, one thing. We have cinematic nudity on. Remember, YouTube, it's cinematic. It's well, I wouldn't say tasteful. We don't have that one on, though. Not sure how that's gonna work, but we do have that on. I can't remember if we ever got the scene where it's going like or not. I can't remember. Anyway, play the scene, I guess. No, not all of those. Oh shit, it is the scene. It's like I recognize that all too well from the one thing.
Oh, you came. I was concerned you might have had doubts, or that this might have all been too soon.
Are you nervous? Adorable.
Perhaps a little. Do you know how hard it's been for me to contain myself? I'm almost frightened to touch you. If I give in, I may not be able to stop until I've devoured you.
Oh my.
Nevertheless, I will be gentle.
Gentle? Oh.
Or at least, I will try.
Wait, aren't you supposed to turn to a bow too? Well, remember, here's the thing, we can't just have undressing animations, so... Well, obviously you like to watch, I mean...
Just as nature intended. Come here to me.
Oh, I guess we're still having sound which is fine. Which is fine. Okay then.
Forgive me, I lost the run of myself. Sometimes,
yep.
If blood runs hot enough,
that's fine.
It's difficult to tame the beast. You like it?
Yep.
Are you certain? It will be untamed, vigorous, and, well, large.
I mean... Oh my. We're going with this. We are rolling with this. It's happening. It's happening. Everyone has shit for about this. For what's happening. I can't remember. Did we have a thing with Carla? Or... I'll take it. I can't remember if I had a thing with Karlach yet or not. Probably, but I can't fully remember. Anyway, that was the thing. How many times are we going to go back to camp and talk about that, though? I don't know.
Soldier? Darling?
And it's perfectly fine with her. How often you want to talk about things? But it doesn't seem like one you'd want to talk about things.
You truly are a feast for my eyes. Nature outdid itself with you. Did you wish to speak? This place is not for me, perhaps. But with you by my side, and the shadow curse of fading memory, I shall keep my head high. Relationship. Such terms belong to civilization. A little unfamiliar to my lips. You know what we share is more fluid, more founded in the principles of nature. Indeed, I am but one of your lovers. You and I should each seek happiness wherever it lies. You are all I want, but I will not hoard you to myself. let others know the happiness of being with you.
Well, there you go.
That was something I had dreamed about for some time. And now I realize just how woefully meager my dreams were compared to the reality.
You turned it to a bell.
I would still be there with you now, if the sun hadn't intruded on us and the city hadn't stirred for the day. I had heard the municipal laws regarding large animals had been struck down. But still, perhaps we were wise not to push our luck this time. You truly are a feast for my eyes. Nature outdid itself with you, always.
And that's an option. Oh, geez. Wow, it is a bit more aggressive. Well, this is gonna be awkward, but...
Was there something else you wanted, my heart?
Nope.
There is no room for me, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's not what I
dismiss
meant.
another. Take your time.
That's not what I meant to click on. Anyway, hi, Shadowheart, your thoughts?
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this.
Okay, well, I think it's time to leave the camp. Yay. Unless it says, hey, there's more night events once we get back. Because literally all we've really done is we moved out of the city and then we stayed our time at camp. Followed by camp. Followed by more camp. Did we mention camp? Because camp. Anyway, bless. That's from good and evil's already on. What else did I need? I put on one person. Oh, aura protection's still on, good. 10 turns, meh. 10 turns, meh. Okay. Should be fine then. Everything else is already on. So next time we explore Worm's Crossing, basically. There's gonna be another 2-3 videos, probably. The city itself, oof, I'm not sure how long the city's gonna take. But yeah, it took us an hour and 30 just to go through all that. Just camp events, plot, camp events, more camp events. Did we mention camp events? Because plot. Here's the thing. There's quite a bit going on here. But it's the city I'm concerned about. Because, you know, from adds amount of houses, adds amount of NPCs, adds amount of quests. Like, actually, thinking about it in Divinity, there wasn't really that many quests going on. It was just entirely too large to explore. Like, oh, you could go into this place. Oop, look at all this stuff. Oop, it all counts as stealing. That, well, that and the plot to Divinity at Act 4 was a bit convoluted. Like, okay, you know where you need to go, but you can't just go there. You have to go figure out this thing and save this NPC to learn this thing, to go to this one, to learn this thing, about how to progress this mechanic to get to the end. Not just straightforward. Last time we did this, we got rid of Gortash in a the way we weren't supposed to, but it worked. Orange was a lot more complicated. See, we also did Astarion's thing, Shadowheart's thing. Not sure about Will and Karlach's things. Lazarus thing? I'm not sure. Did we really do Lazarus thing? We didn't really free Orpheus last time. Well, we had a choice, and it was very... The problem though is it would take literally like over an hour to go reload the thing, make the choices, do the thing, go to the ending. Like, entirely too long of a reload just to see multiple endings, basically. Which I'm not sure what I'm going to do for this one. But we'll see. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all and have a nice day.